Hello everyone, welcome on into a bit of Rookie to Rule here. I hope you're all doing well. G'day, g'day. And today we are going to play a very tricky stretch here with Man City, because Villa, Chelsea and West Ham away, they look quite difficult. So we'll try and get through that safely after a 2-0 win at home over Liverpool to start the season and our Community Shield win. Also, we might need to replace Len Martin. Final year of his contract, so we decided that we probably should actually let him talk to Stuttgart, because don't want a Nicky Hinchcliffe situation there with a backup player. May as well get some money for him and potentially help clear our debt. So we might be looking to make a signing there. And if we get through enough, we could also maybe just play our first game in charge of England as we take on Denmark in the Nations League A Group 2 alongside Belgium and Romania as well. So that Belgium game quite big, and Denmark's a banana skin too. So we'll see how we get on there in our first game in charge of England if we do get that far. But if you're looking forward to today, over on YouTube, thumbs up on the stream helps out greatly. If you're on Twitch, drop a follow. That always does help out. It doesn't cost you anything. Just lets me know that you're enjoying what's going on here as we hit stream 138 of this save. So we're getting we're deep, obviously. Well, we've got the England job, so that checks out. But just our first two competitive games here in our third season at Man City today. It's nearly threw away the Community Shield, bet Chelsea though, which is nice, and then bet Liverpool at the Etihad today, a lot tougher. So we've got 5 games before we get into that international break, and it's quite a long one too for the Nations League. So that'll be a good chance to figure out indeed what is properly working with that England team, and have a bit of a tinker around with tactics, no doubt. So, first up, Aston Villa away. We're actually still a week away, not a month, a week away from that game. But seeing as we have just accepted a bid for Martin, thought we might as well carry on from this point instead of going forward in case some stuff happens in that regard. Nothing's happened there. For some reason, the game just stopped. So we'll see how things go, but we'll finish off this transfer window and then should be able to make our way through a little bit quicker, albeit the fact we've now got 2 jobs might slow things down at some point. We're going to have to pick that England squad, but I've got that mostly sorted, I think, in terms of what I want to do for that, so that hopefully won't take us too long. Under 21s can definitely play some football now. One thing I have done is transfer this Caserta, because I think we can get some decent money there. He's only wanted on loan though, but he's I'll bring back up the Excel sheet I've got, which is for like various things here. You see Caserta there, he's third choice right wing after we bought Blades, and we've got Millis not that far behind with more potential. So I think getting rid of Caserta here, as we just exit that quickly, makes sense. We did sign him for 38, so we're going to try and make a profit. But we'll see how this goes. We'll try and get some interest in him before deadline day, and hopefully that will also help us potentially get a better Martin replacement in than we might otherwise be able to, but just generally help the finances of the club out. There's some England stuff happening there. But we'll be going for about the usual time today. So another 2.5 hours just over, maybe. I've gone a bit earlier today, but I thought we might need to with deadline day happening and whatnot. So we'll see how things go. But on field, this could be a tricky one. Could be a tricky one today. Is now Piver's back from his injury he picked up in pre-season with the Brazilian under-23. So he's hopefully in a good spot now. So we can go with probably him. I do still like those two on the bench, but we'll chuck Onadira down. So Onadira is the more attacking sub, while Casserol's the better of the other two, I think. And it does mean that we're a bit nicer there on the bench. Pretty happy with that. Chicane also injured. We'll get him, if he's not already, is on rehab. He is 2 days away. So it should mean he can start next game, but we'll see. We'll see. That'd be quite handy to have him back for the first time in a competitive game this season, as Me and you get someone from Club America. Okay. Yeah, Santos wants to leave as well, but there's been no bids for him, so we'll see how that goes. Looks like deadline day is not till after the Brentford game, and we should also. I might have jumped the gun actually. We might be playing Champions League today instead of England. We'll see how that goes. So that'll be interesting because yeah, I forgot we've got Europe. Well, I didn't forget, but qualifying still happening. So we'll see how that goes. Now, we are selling one of our backup midfielders here. It is Jamie Clark. Let me get to the right thing. There we go. Bit of potential, but 3.3 million, I reckon, is not too bad. We get stuff all of that because it's not much up front. But, yeah, I think just good timing to get rid of him while the value's reasonably high. Stuff with England. So yeah, hopefully it's going to help out get this a bit closer to being good. It's not far off, to be fair. Now, so hopefully that just tidies the rest of it up. For what we're going to try and do for the rest of this window. And yeah, how much is he worth now? Not a great deal. I think we've done all right there. And 420k, this might be enough to sort this out. It's very close. We'll keep it 100 spare, but we get rid of one more player on a loan or even on just the Martin transfer out. We should be sweet there. So we've almost sorted out the finances for this window. As Porto Celtic in a Champions League playoff game is a biggie. With the expanded format, Porto take a 2-0 lead. As alongside Hajduk Split and Rakał Częstochowa. Probably butchered that. Polish names are not my strong suit. But yeah, those two ones and those ones. Big win, Millis with a couple of goals. So that's, yeah, one of the reasons that Caserta going wouldn't be the worst thing. Even a loan actually wouldn't hurt too much with him, would it? Just getting that wage off the books. But if we can sell him before his value plummets, that'd be quite nice. And Chicane is back as well, so nice stuff here. England, that is... Oh. Who was at the army? Yeah, honestly, mate, yeah, you can do that. Where else does he? Nigeria, yep, mate, go for it, because I can't see you playing for us, just quietly. So feel free to do that. The most interesting inbox item we've had for a while on that side of things with England, but still, he's not that great, so I think we get away with that one. But we'll make sure that Martin's actually going to go. We have tried to offer him out, but no one else seems to be keen apart from Stuttgart right now. Now, this will be 2 days before our next game, so we can actually get a cheeky bit of fitness into some of these fellas. Lieber here is also starting at the moment, but we'll get 20 into him. Fernie is a backup. You can have 45. Mason backup 45. In fact, Mason probably could have got more into. Piver, again, a cheeky 20 is probably not the worst idea. Caserta, you're not on our plans. Neither are you. And Ray is actually solid 60 as well, but the player I should have given more minutes to there was Mason. There we go. Right. Not loading out Rose Langford, and we are sweet, I think. So on we go. Man U Arsenal, there's some big early season games. The Premier League fixture scheduling was quite good. Oh, here we go. Right, he is going. He is going, so we need to sign someone. Also, our scouts coming in, thankfully, but Len Martin is off. For 54 million overall, we are going to get 9 to spend because awesome stuff, but that is a homegrown player gone. The percentage of profit from next sale is very good. Didn't want to risk it going into the final year of that contract. So, yeah. That might change what I just did with old Mason. We sort that out first. 45 for you. But yeah, we are going to sell him here. So Len Martin, actually one of his better performances in the City shirt in that last game, where we beat Liverpool. But that's very handy money. And now we can figure out what we're going to do with our extra striker. I think we need one because we also got rid of a youngster that we picked up on a free, and he was the next in line. So yeah, he is worth quite a bit too, but he's going to get game time over there, which isn't the worst for the English setup as well. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, we'll have to do that. Okay, interesting. Is he asking to leave? Oh, okay. Well, we can't do much about that at the moment. They'll 100% sort out that situation, though, so that is good. Also, sort of a quick check here. Jamie Nunes, what happened to you, bro? 115 million. You're flourished, unfortunately. Foucault, yeah, again, you're good, but we can't get anywhere near you at that price. So I think we have to stick with my options from earlier on the striker shortlist, which hopefully is this one. It is. Right. So these are my accomplished strikers. I thought this guy was a pretty good option, given that we've got a £9 million transfer budget. So yeah, versatile, which is handy, especially if we do get rid of Caserta. Channel forward, he's pretty decent, and he's got quite good potential. And he's 19, so he can develop as well. So I reckon we bring him in. And that's the guy that we call on just in case we need someone. If we win the Champions League, it will be. I'm trying to sort out the finances, so we'll see how that goes. But hopefully, I'll see how it goes with the England job as well. It is quite nice to still play City while we get through the bits in between the international windows. So I'm not too sure about that. Judith. I'm still not sure how to say her name. Sorry, over on YouTube. But I think this guy's the guy that we're going to go for here in terms of a striker to replace Len Martin. He was not quite the best that we could do, but like for the age profile, he's the smartest signing, I think. There was also this guy, but we can't afford him, so we might as well forget about getting him from Arsenal. And if we wanted just the best guy that we could potentially afford, maybe that, but again, it's going a little bit higher than we'd like. So I think, yeah, we don't have a lot of option here. Let's go after Postuma and ask his agent about the availability. Actually could be quite cheap, so that's all right. And we don't mind that wage given what we've just given up for Martin. So if we can get like $1 million for this guy, or pay only $1 million for this guy. It is an release fee, relegation release fee. So we'll try and remove this stuff and see if the 1 million's enough. We might be overpaying here. Right, we are not doing that or that. They want a bit of money, but it's actually not as much as I thought it was going to be, this deal. We'll try and get that down to 2. We'll try and make it 4 maybe and remove that. Okay, yep, we can cop that, given that we've just received 50 odd million for the guy we've got rid of. So that'll work. We've got Mason who can now step up onto the bench. We better sort that out, actually. There we go. And yeah, this guy is just a handy little option. We want him around just in case. So let's enter the negotiations. You will be, yeah, breakthrough prospect. And tempted not to touch it, but I can't help myself. With that, we'll try and sort the stuff out a little bit. Don't want to blow this, but yeah. Let's give you like the Ballon d'Or as well. We'll give you $1 million for that. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and get you down to 13k. 13.5. 13.5. That I think is going to end up being all right business there. And we've sorted out the transfer/wage issues, which is nice. And also, how's the finances after that too? They can't be too bad. Oh my god, we've got positive money. Holy hiccup. We're still 63 million in debt, so we better not say too much. And we're about to spend money on a player. But, you know, it's better. It's better, and we still haven't got our Champions League money yet. So that's, you know, we're helping as much as we can. I've undersold that. I won the treble while we were trying to help. That was quite impressive in hindsight. Right, Blackburn have started off the season with a good win there over Leeds. Coming back up from the Champo. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting rid of Caserta still. So there's some room to actually maybe get some extra depth in some areas where we might need it, actually, if we can... Sorry, hiccups. Hiccup burp. If we can sell him. Danny Roll from Gladbach to Forest. That's a choice of a move. Haven't been to Germany yet in the safe. Okay, Man, you are looking very impressive early. 3-0 over Arsenal after, I think it was 6-1. They bet someone sort of decent. Can't be that decent, actually. They lost 6-1, but yeah, it must have been Everton. Everton not looking great, but that is, yeah, slightly concerning if they're our biggest danger, because we do struggle against them at Old Trafford. There's a very much a home game bias with the Manchester derbies, although we did beat them actually in the was it the FA Cup? We beat them at some stage late last season. Just trying to remember what point it was, but it was in a cup competition on our way to one of those comps. But otherwise, it has been a completely home-based dominance for that fixture. But we've got Aston Villa in a day to start today. Not inspiring words there from the assistant, fearing a defeat. Cheers, mate. Big win for our backups, although we did give a fair few minutes there to our first teamers. Right, yep, England stuff. Cool, that's handy, I suppose. And back to City. Right, we can't, but I suppose it's going to happen after that. Second leg of those playoffs on the Wednesday night, so we will get Champions League fixtures, I'd say, after this Aston Villa game as well. And hopefully, money. Right, Edwards has requested a transfer. Can we, actually, there's a point too, can we ask for the percentage of revenue retained to be upped from 25% now, because that's making this very difficult. Not that it's hurt us too much on the field, but yeah, we could definitely be buying better players. and probably should be, to replace some of the ones we've let go of. Right, what are we going to do here? Not a lot different. Okay, that's fine. Training, we sorted that out before. Deadline in a week. Oh, we're back to being 1 million over. Okay, I'll still see if there's a board. Can I talk about the... Yes, come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. I want that increase. Like, please. I'm doing pretty well here to try and help you. Help me help you. Help me help you. Right, Caserta's naked stays. We'll give Say a run. But Caserta does need a bit of a break there from the under 21s for some reason. He needs to go on our shortlist. He's good. But we can't afford him. So I don't know if the agent's going to get what he wants there. No, that's fine. And we'll get to this game where we can hopefully join United and one other team. Not sure who it is actually, just missed it. But with a perfect record to start things off. But it's Chelsea, okay. We'll see about that. Is Chicane a bit tired still? Is that not paid off my little sneaky plan there? Oh, okay. So Piver 75, Chicane 75 is not Connor full green heart. So we'll go Mason up top for this. Was good off the bench against Chelsea. So let's hope does all right here. But it's a lot closer to our first choice lineup we've got here. Just that we're missing Chicane and also Belgrup, who picked up an injury in the win over Liverpool. So he is missing as well, with Tommy Sheepstation on the bench and behind Leber here. But that's a pretty good team. It's a pretty good team. We got a prediction going for this one on Twitch, for the Twitchers. Pick the result. And Aston Villa, that is now live, and we'll get into this game. So, Cole Mason gets a Premier League start. Hopefully. We'll still do all right here. But it is Aston Villa on the road, and they were... I hope it's a team that we can beat, but they are quite decent. I think it's the first time I've played them since they brought in Benitez. They definitely didn't have Said Al-Mala last year either. He's come from Chelsea. So there's some names in this team, actually. McGinnell and Boone are well and truly in the England setup. Mainu's kind of at the age where he's drifting out of it. Not a bad team, this at all. This is going to be an interesting matchup on the road. We've got a few of these today. So let's hope that we get one over them here. As we talk to Eve, I'm not sure about how I feel about the board. We want to play well. We're professionals. Right. And we go? Yes, we do. Right. We're rocking that 4-3-3 as per usual. And looking to get up there. Aston Villa to draw their opening match. So, despite that strong on paper team, not their best start. Although it depends who they're playing, I suppose. It's a bit early to read too much into the table, but if you can get yourself up there early, that is a big helping hand. Can't win it this early in the season, but you can potentially lose it. So let's hope that we're doing the right side of that. But Villa at Villa Park, this is going to be a little bit tricky, I suspect. As we start things off and actually do keep the ball there, it's threatening to look like we might not. Piver back. Hopefully he goes well. And yeah, give Chicane a solid 45 off the bench here is probably an option. As it is an early free kick though to Aston Villa. Mazetics. It's a mouthful, that name. Hopefully I got it right. Oh, that's a tackle. And Mason didn't actually win the ball, which is a shame because he did quite well there. Ooh, that was close there from that lad with the mini afro. Yeah, not sure how we didn't win that ball after the good tackle from Mason. we'll claim it was good because there was no foul given. Right, let's encourage here. Come on, lads. Not been the greatest start. Well, these are the type of games that we would lose last year. Against decent teams on the road, that's where we would drop points. The problem being we've got a lot of those in a row here. There's Kobe Minu out to Smits, who does do their Georgiev almost. Boone, who's, yeah, a pretty decent player in the England pool. Is able to keep it for them there. Almala up to Cunha. It's not great marking. It's awful positioning from Simon. And Louis Benitez, a striker that I was really keen to get when he was back at 15 million. Now he's worth about 80 because Villa signed him. Gives Villa a 1-0 lead, but Sile Almala out to Cunha. Not the best work there from our right-hand side defence. It's probably Felipe there, really, isn't it? It's a bit harsh on Simon, but it's not the greatest effort from him in goal. I'll just put it that way. And we go 1-0 down, and I probably deserve to beat. Although we have a good little spell there of shots, and now we have a corner. There's Trujillo, short to Martins. The only we can stick with that pronunciation now. That's actually been saved by McGinnell. Good save there from the English number one. You can stop playing well now. You're clearly my number one, bro. Don't go too hard against me. You are so far clear of any other goalkeeper in this country. You don't need to show off here. And thankfully, we are keeping the ball here down our left-hand side at the moment. Felipe to Medina. Pings it out to Lieber here. Martins. As I was trying to say, we haven't got Len Martin now, so we can stick with that pronunciation. Oh, why is he not squared that early? We should have squared that early. Martin should have scored. Don't know why Mitchell didn't look for Cole Mason there. That was actually good. He's got a yellow as well, so we're probably going to do a sub there. One of our better players since we bought him here at City so far from Chelsea last season. Yeah, he's not his best moments the last couple of minutes. That's a nice little link up down our right though, as Lieber here cuts inside somewhat viciously, only for a back pass. Georgiev, big little stall there, right? Piver, surely, yes, he's on, isn't he? It's got to be on there. I was waiting for him to pull that across for Mason. Right, 1-1. I can see the players celebrating. So there we go, 1-1. We have got it back to all square. It's a beautifully timed run. He has absolutely hit his way there with Guay. Not that one, but Piver, and a good finish to be fair. Yeah, he got into a good position. But we had to make the most of that chance, and we do. So 1-1. And we have fought back well since that goal. The stats are looking quite good all of a sudden. They are giving us a ton of space here to take this short. So I hope we do. We don't. Good save from McGinnell. Stop showing off, bro. You're going to get picked for England. You don't have to do the weird, going to impress my new manager thing here. I'll be happier if you know, let us win a little bit. Right, we will get Mitchell off for Blades. Chicane on for Mason. Medina's not having a great game at the moment, which is interesting. Probably stick with him, though. Probably stick with him. Make a couple of changes. You don't lose faith, lads. You're going relatively well here. Have a bit of fun out there, Chicane. And that's a great start. They've given us the ball. So hopefully we can do it right here in the second half with Chicane for the first time in the competitive game this season. The captain, the Tunisian star, up top. That 20 composure, 18 finishing. Want to see a bit of that here. If we can get the ball up to him first, that'd be quite nice. Medina. Out to Lieber here. Blades, fresh off the bench. Somehow keeps that. He's kind of done Almala. Back to Martins. Piver. Oh, Trujillo. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to go further out left there. 2-1. We've turned this around either side of half-time. The perfect times to score. And Stern McGinnell gets beaten. To be fair, it did just sneak inside his far post. I was waiting for them to play this out to Georgiev, I'll be honest. So this little pass here I was not expecting. But fair play, it's worked, and it's a very nice finish. Yeah. That's how you beat McGinnell. And we make it 2-1. We're surprisingly ahead given we're struggling to get shots in. We've had twice as many shots as them. Interesting assessment there, ass man. Just want to point that out. Just keeping on the fitness here, because for some reason quite a few of our lads are struggling, even though it's been like 9 days since our first game of the season. With the Friday to Monday situation. How have we not stopped? How is that a goal? Right, we've got to take Piver off because he's cooked, but I am furious we've conceded there. Onadira. Yeah, how does that happen? It's one of our centre backs marking there too. It's Felipe. It is so soft. Like, what on earth and jeepers? Okay, 2-2. It's not a good goal to concede, fellas. What we got there? 13 minutes. We'll keep an eye on the fitness here. We've still got 2 stoppages and 2 subs. Right, Lever here. Get him off for Sheepy. The sheep station. Chicane's not having a great day out there, but neither was Mason, so our striker's just not showing up today. Might try and be more disciplined late here. It weirdly might help, I have a feeling. As we've got a corner, Chicane. And Santos will probably come off after this for Funes. We put into the mix, so that might have been useful before this, being a centre-back and can play DM. Oh, Trujillo. Like that pass there from Georgiev. And it's on Adira. What timing. Be more disciplined, lads. Right. Now we also time waste and slow the tempo down and make that sub where we take off our DM for a centre-back. Beautiful work, lads. 3-2. That's what I was after. Headed away from Yamaguchi. Trujillo able to find the retreating Georgiev. He makes the run, Trujillo, and picks out Onadira, just lurking in behind that Aston Villa low line off the back of that set piece, and buries it at the near post, beats McGinnell, and we make it 3-2. Yes, I want to do the changes, obviously, that's why I did them. 85, let's time waste even more. If we can get 3 points on the road here, that'll be very handy, lads. Very handy. Also, actually, we might play for set pieces here just to try and not keep the ball in play late. If we get down their end, let's try and milk some time here. Well, we got 6 minutes of added. Okay. We're in the right part of the field. We've milked a yellow out of them, although they've got back at us here. Are we going to hold on? We're going to hold on. Was that to be more disciplined, or was that just something else? Yeah, they had patches there, Villa. Relatively even game, but we just edge it and we get a 3-2 win. So we are up there with United and Chelsea on a perfect record. And McGinnell was, after all that, got a 6.4, so maybe overrating him there. But yeah, good result, lads, given our strikers did not show up for that game. Good stuff. Yep, those goals were important, weren't they? Right. Good result there against a fellow European team on the road. So, what's the fixture list looking like here? Have we got a quick backup? Not really, and it's Brentford next as well, so that should be a bit more comfy at home, you'd like to think. Touch wood. But that's an important one. Now we should find out Champions League here too, pretty shortly. Sorry, to check the sugar levels on the other thing, because for some reason the phone's decided not to do it. Right, that's, yeah, good road when we will like to keep him, so no. And we want to keep him too, especially at the moment. And he's definitely staying, especially for that future fee. Bring for the fourth. Okay, might have slightly underestimated these guys. Drew West Brom beat Newcastle. It's, yeah, I think we've taken on better teams than those two, but anyway. So hopefully there's a nice one at home in between these really tough away games. If we, no, okay, we'll just stop there for some reason. Now, are we going to get a bit of help here on the revenue retained? I would like that bought. Now that, well, seeing as we were briefly on a positive bank balance. Now, is this a team that we, tactical style, mid-block here? If we're not playing through the press, we are, so that's, may as well do that then. They've responded. I'm guessing it's a no. Just like no. Okay, discuss with the board. I have bought a lot of money into the club, please. My net spend isn't that impressive. Yeah, Aaron, you're a knob. Just quietly. How can I check my net spend? I've seen it somewhere. Oh, here it is. 8 million transfers in, 54 million transfers out. My net spend's not that impressive. Go do one, Aaron, you absolute buffhead. Seriously, bro. Net spend's not that impressive. Will you try and win the treble with that? How am I going to win the Champions League with that freaking net spend, you absolute muppet? Goodness me. It's not my fault you let the club go 200 million in debt, is it? Help me help you. Help me help you. Right, are Bayern going to bottle the Champions League playoffs here? That'd be quite funny. If Bayern didn't make the Champions League. I can't see it, but you never know. No, they've walked it. They've absolutely walked it. They've still got Buwadi, they've got McGuinness, who was kind of here, wanted to leave as soon as we got here because the whole in the championship thing. Yeah, they're going to be a problem as a team in that comp. Oh, that's not great. Boston and lost 2-1. Okay. We'll have the Wednesday fixtures, and we then should really get the fixtures for our Champions League campaign. There's Villa already in the Conference League. Maybe that helped us a bit there with that previous game. A slightly harsher Monday, Thursday backup, seeing as the Champions League isn't underway. We could have easily played that game on the weekend, you would have thought. Or a Sunday. At the least, no, we won't match that one. England, cool. We know Nwaneri is good. He's going to have Champions League now, which I suppose is a good thing. Right, Rangers looking good. Porto, Celtic, that's a big clash. And Porto absolutely run right over Celtic. So Porto are in, Rangers are in, Hajduk Split are in, as are Slavia Prague. Good turnaround from them. So let's know how to say that one, so I suppose it's a good thing. And there's some EFL Cuppy stuff as we're going to look to defend that this season. And we get 12 million. Okay, I was hoping for more. Fixtures revealed. Oh, we're going away in between Chelsea and West Ham. Love it. To be fair, should be a game that we can win. Oh, we got Bayern. Okay. Yay. Right. It doesn't pop up as nicely as it did on 24, these Champions League fixtures, did it? So we've got Genk away, Marseille away. Then that massive international break. Where we have Bayern at home, Porto away, Benfica at home. So nice little Portuguese flavour to November. Napoli away, one of our former clubs. Juventus at home, Bromby at home. We should get through that safely. Like, Bromby looks good. The points, with respect, November looks quite good. And I'll be disappointed if we don't get some good points from the first couple of fixtures as well. So, yeah, not too bad. So yeah, we're not getting to that international break today, are we? We've got 6 games now this month, so that's kind of stuffed that up. But should do it right there. And we'll sort that out later. We're going to get to the week after this, probably before the Chelsea games. I suppose we were probably got a bit of a dip in our pot, actually, for this season. Because we did go tumbling down those European rankings with the championship relegation before we got here. Yeah, we can't afford that, so no. Give Raiders some minutes. Caserta and Say can also get some. They might be decent options for the Champions League that first game. Right, board delighted. Reached the Champions League, achieved that. You probably could have asked me to do a bit more than that, guys. But anyway, given we won the league last season, it was never really in doubt, was it? What is the finances like now? Has that helped out more? Yes, 50 million net debt. It's coming down. It's coming down. I should have waited for that, shouldn't I, before I did the financy stuff. Tell you what, we do actually need to improve our training facilities. They got a decrease. We'll try and do that while I'm on the. Well, we've got money. To get downgraded in the off season. That's all good. We've got Ipswich in the 3rd round to start our Carabao Cup defence at home as well, so that's nice. Where does that slot in? It's going to be midweek. Oh, I no. Okay, right. Those players that we're going to play for the under 21s. No. Don't you dare. Maybe 45. 45s for all of you. Not a full game. Oh, that should be okay. For the England squad, by the time we have to do anything with them. Yeah, so we might as well do our training schedule now, actually, just before the extra fixtures are popped up in September. Yeah, this is going to change a lot of what I had planned. Come on, game, let me hit the right buttons. Match tactics. This is a home game, so we'll do the attacking there. Easy peasy. Match tactics before we take on Genk. Well, maybe we should actually do attacking before them. Two away games, we'll stick with defensive. Marseille, so we need to sort that out as well. Away, let's chuck in the defense there, and we'll go chance conversion because that disappeared, and recovery. That's what else we need to do. Right. Sorry, just a bunch of extra fixtures just come through that week. Match review, Sean, that's what you're trying to do. Right, I think we're good now. And then big international break after Blackburn. Okay. But Brentford at home, they are fourth, so maybe not quite the pushover I was hoping it would be here, but hopefully get a result here. May have to rotate quite considerably for Ipswich just so we keep our good guys in a good state for the Chelsea, Genk, West Ham run. Okay, Man U going after Edwards if we had the money. You wouldn't mind a deal like that, but we don't. Unless, what's going on with Caserta? Because that's the one guy I was potentially going to sell. No one wants him. Okay. It's all loans, which doesn't do a lot for us at this point. We're not loaning out Rose Langford either. So, respectfully, Almeria, go do one. Still waiting for our striker to come in too, actually, aren't we? The Martin replacement, not that he'll sit in the first team, he'll probably be in the under-21s for most of the season, but just in case we cop an injury. That's a weird signing. Real Betis picking up a goalkeeper, given that they, I think, still have probably the best goalkeeper in the game, Jean at this point, seeing as we were the one that signed them. Right, they force high turnovers, apparently. Sweet. Keep everyone nicely happy. Yeah, what is going on with Jean Wu? He's still there? Yep. Okay, that's a weird signing then. Because he's still in the 23, so I don't really know why Batiste need an extra goalkeeper. We're still first in the world with England. Haven't played yet, and they lost in the quarters of the Euros, so that's a little bit weird. But anyway, right, got to deal with this person. You can definitely tell you I'm married too. But you're banned now, so there you go. Right. Right, so day of Brentford, a bunch of stuff coming through here. That all looks pretty nice. By our standards, we're not loaning him out. Awards and whatnot. Phil Harrison's a boss, apparently. I'll get a prediction going for this next one. So we've got Brentford at home in the Prem before we start to get all sorts of cups and whatnot going on here. Cups, Champions League. It's all about to get underway. Let me guess, we're nowhere near it, are we? Yep, no. Arsenal, 139 million. Newcastle, 114. Chelsea, 96. A lot of money from those guys compared to our 8 million that was spent. Right, that's the under-19s. Right, I've got the 3 PM kickoff. North London derby and Arsenal and Tottenham are not off to the best starts this season. So that could be interesting. Under-18s lose to Liverpool. That's not ideal either. And we've got a random coaching. Cool. And let's crack into this next game after the save. So, yeah, on paper, one of the nicer fixtures today, as the home ones were. And it's probably stayed that way, actually. 2 away games in the Champions League and Ipswich at home in the Cup off the back of this. So I need to bank these home games. Especially before a potentially top of the table is surely clash against Chelsea too. Try and make it that way. That result doesn't help out either of those teams. Arsenal, not a good start. Mikel. Chelsea going to win, aren't they? And Man U. West Ham away is difficult, so maybe not, but we'll see. Right, so Chicane is fit now, so you can actually start this one. And Piver is still 75, but we'll start him. We can bring on Adira on. So that, for the first time in quite a while, is our first team. So we'll rock with that. No, it's not. Say, Belgrave's still injured, isn't he? Nearly our first team, apart from Lieber here at right back. It should still do a good job, this team. The Premier League, or the domestic treble champions from last season, more or less. Haven't changed anything really going into this season with them. In terms of the starting lineup, it's more fringe players. So make the most of home advantage and let's get the job done. Eden gives us confidence. We feel confident. We like dominance, etc., etc. Right. There we go. The 4-3-3. What a Brentford rocking. A 4-2-3-1. Larson in there. Otherwise, though, we're pretty much on New Gen City now. But second versus fourth. Sneaky, tricky match maybe, but hopefully not. Hopefully just the fact that the early season have had a couple of nice fixtures themselves. We've had Liverpool at home and then Villa away. I think our 6 points are a bit better than their 4 that they've picked up. So let's hopefully get up to 9 before Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, where we did beat them 5-0 last season, and what was really the game that set them off on their absolute bottle job of the Premier League when they had a near 12-point gap at one point on top and finished 8 points behind us. Let's hopefully put on a good performance here at home. And then see what I do in the EFL Cup. We might have to go rotation there this season. We're going to have to use the squad depth a bit more. with Champions League as well as Paiva, Trujillo. Back to Paiva. Oh, the pullback. Oh, it's good footy. Oh, it's great footy. And it's Georgiev with the goal. Chicane, the assist. We just had them. They had no idea there to Brentford. To be fair, I didn't either for a little while. But lovely short passing. Chicane running onto it. Georgiev. The goalie gets wrong-footed somehow because he wasn't really doing a lot of movement there. Molinar. But 1-0 up, 6 minutes in. Perfect start. Although this would undo it. Set piece. Where we did show a little bit of weakness against... Oh, Simon, you've... Okay. He saved that, but he almost came out and stuffed it up too. I was about to say we did show a little bit of weakness there with one of the goals we conceded against Villa. We just cling on there. And I mean just. Good point blank save from Simon. Oh no. Okay, are we going to get lucky this time? Yes, because they put that one off target. But we better not give Brentford too many set piece chances, guys. Just quietly. Maybe something's going to come from this though. Simon hoofs it deep. We win it back thanks to them giving the ball straight to Paiva. Kane out to Mitchell. Gets help from Leber here. The Swiss International Player of the Year, despite not being picked for Switzerland at all last year. That's a poor pass. Medina covers it. In there for Santos. Paiva. Back to Felipe, who takes his time. Medina, Felipe again. Medina. Santos. Ooh, getting a bit worried about what we're going to see here because we just are getting pegged backwards. But now Felipe goes on an adventure. Chicane. Trujillo. Paiva. Nice run from him. Just the angle a bit tight. Goes back. Santos, he won't help himself. Not a bad shot actually for him. Forces a save. Don't see the corner. But we're playing some nice stuff here. So that's good. And Georgiev out for Paiva again. Those two have a nice link up so far today. That's not a good switch. And I don't know why Leber here is running away from the ball there. Especially just to stop, as he could have really been doing his job as a right back there. Rogan. Okay, thankfully Simon's on it here, but that was pretty poor from the right back. Not that the switch was a great option. We still see the corner too, where they've potentially looked the most dangerous so far in this game. We head that one away. Big back pass. Oh, that's got to be off, doesn't it? It has to be off, please. That looked like a poorly timed run off a shot. Thank you. Right, still 1-0 up. Replay's going to be interesting here. Big old back pass there for Ragan. And yeah, good work from Santos there to absolutely make sure that fella was, yeah, a mile off in the end. So we hold our 1-0 lead, but they are making us think from set piece. Everton drawing off Chelsea at the moment, so that would be intriguing. Although, as I say that, not anymore. But we're on the attack now. Santos out to Georgiev again. Having a big hand in things in this first half. Trujillo. Nice work from these two at the moment. We go back to Santos. That's a poor option, but Trujillo's there to get it back. Paiva. Oh, lovely little bit of play. And it's a good square for Tommy Mitchell. 2-0. We look good when we've got the ball. I mean, both teams do, to be fair. Bit fortunate there, though, because they did get that and then somehow gifted it to Trujillo. And we do some nice work. And Mitchell, and then with a tap in, he gets his first of the season. I'm pretty sure. Maybe a second. Anyway, he's back in the goals, Tom Mitchell. Everton equalise against Chelsea. Things you like to see before we play them. Oh, that's nice from Leber here as well. Just assaults that man. Doesn't get pinged for it. Rate it. Martin's chicane. Oh, here we go. Mitchell's in space. Martin's 3-0. This is what we like to see. That's good. A quick fire double to hopefully start putting this game to bed. Martin, chicane with the good hold-up play there. Out to Tommy Mitchell. And just that delayed run there from Martins. In between the lines. Makes it 3-0. So important goals here just before the half. So that is an impressive first half from us. At the moment we go top, but Man U haven't played yet. Now no one's playing poorly. We might as well just leave them out there because I will probably do a fairly substantial rotation for Ipswich. Yeah, well done guys, keep it up. Won't overcomplicate it. And we'll get stuck into things here. There's Mitchell, hit the ball, nothing doing. And Simon holds early in the half. Gonna go deep, are we? Yep. And they win that too, so not the greatest option from us. Lagan out left for Brentford. Looks Leber here. I think that's offside. Nope. Big chance. Simon comes up with another top. Well, it was straight at him, but a decent save. And now we're on the ball. Piper out to Leber here. Somehow keeps that. Looked like Regan was about to just absolutely hoof the ever-living you-know-what out of that. But nope. And now we've got this in the box. Georgiev takes on the shot. Good save that time from Molinar. Thought we were going to try and play it across again there, but not quite. Suppose we've got a 3-goal lead. You can get a bit greedy. It's a weird game because this is one of the more even ones we've had so far this season, XG-wise. The most one-sided game we had was actually Liverpool. But we are, well, we were keeping the ball. Not great from us that time. Molinar, chance for us to win this, you'd hope. No, Leber here is having a stinker actually defensively. They've got a goal eventually here. It's been coming, 3-1, nothing to panic about. Not great from Leber here there. But, yeah, hopefully we'll get away with that. Just a bit easy, this. The long ball deep. And he's just poorly positioned. And then, yeah, Medina's not been able to cover Dovey as well. So, decent finish, 3-1. We're still in front, though. Nothing to panic about just yet. They score again here. Then we start to wonder. But that's good. Oh, how have they kept that? You can say it was good from Piper, but somehow that tackle gave them the ball back. Dovey's on it again. Uh-oh, big block. Lads. Getting a little bit hairy here for some reason. Chicane, what are you going to do here? Off he goes. Nothing doing. Okay. We're on the ball again. Georgiev, Mitchell. Martins was waiting for a run there. Rahio with the interesting back pass just for us to give the ball away for Georgiev. It's not great. Oh, Lord, and we've played them on side there for Felipe Rodriguez. Good save, Simon. Might need to make some subs here. I reckon both the wing backs maybe. Try and shore that up a bit. Might bring Funes on as well. We'll do a bit of a triple sub at defence. Not stoked with what I'm seeing in the second half so far. It seems to have worked for now. Chelsea in front. Oh, that's a good result for us. the way it was sitting. Right, 81 minutes. We probably should look to time waste soon. As Medina does well there. Let's just keep the ball here, fellas. Funes, back to Felipe. No gifts today, please. Don't want to make this like you did against Chelsea in the Community Shield. Trujillo. Ooh, nice from him. Piver, blocked. Fabi, over the top. Right, we'll start to time waste a bit more. No one out there's going overly poorly, so don't really need to do subs at the moment, I feel. And just as we try and do some time wasting, there is a highlight from the goal kick. Oh, how are we getting played by that all the time? Corner. Simon's being very good today, thankfully. We've got a standard defensive line and we're still getting caught out by those balls over the top, which is strange. On Adira, we left Piver out there quite long, actually. Yeah, we'll just do that one. And Mitchell as well. Right, there we go. It's our last sub. Blades on for you. As we're on the attack, as that's about to go through. Hopefully this is just a highlight for the sake of it. Although now that we've got the ball back, maybe I hope it's something else. With only 2 minutes plus added time in our 2-goal lead. Trujillo, apparently onside, and hits the post. Oh, throw in for Brentford. They're about as deep in your half as you can be. Well, praise. Simon claims we've got 4 minutes of added time here. Strange game, haven't been that dominant. Despite what the scoreline says, XG quite even. But thankfully that good little patch before the half where we picked up a double off the back of the early goal, which I think was from Mitchell. No, Georgiev, never mind. Someone we took off. Right, hold on. They can feel a little bit harsh on that Brentford. 3-1 loss there, but match momentum maybe suggests otherwise. Solid. Just good, fellas. Just good. Kind of was hoping for a bit more dominance there, but wins are wins. Let me guess. Don't feel it's needed. It got downgraded during the off-season. It probably do. No. Please, I'm trying, Aaron, but you keep doing stupid things. Right, let's give a bit of rest into these guys. Selection info. Probably going to rotate anyway, but how are our guys so fit? Oh, I see. We haven't actually finished the game yet. That's why. Silly FM going back to halftime before we sort stuff out. Now we're good. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, new sponsorship deal. Is this the Pep special? We're getting the Pep special. Man, you have not had a thing happen yet there, game. So that's all right. Good stuff, Mitchell. And okay, we got 475k over 3 years. Does not feel like a lot, board. Just going to throw it out there for a defending Premier League champions. When we're in the championship, I could cop it, but not sure now. And yeah, we need to do this. Martins is suspended to be fair, so that makes that a bit easy. But we'll rest those guys. So we definitely need to put on Adira in for this next game. We'll probably go for full rotation anyway. I think Man U dropped points to West Ham. They actually equalised after a red card, which is a bit annoying. But We are joint on top with Chelsea. Next game in the Prem, Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Fun times. Transfer, yeah, we are actually. We're waiting for that striker to hopefully come in. Now, a loan for Caserta, I don't think we'd actually do that with the current situation. Is there, especially with no wage, that makes no sense. So let's not do that. I want to sell him. I don't want to loan him out. And England message, that's fine. Nwaneri balling out. Good to see. What does Ava want? Free deals. Yep. We'll be looking for a striker. But just make sure that deal didn't fall through because it's taking a while. Oh, yeah, no, it's just still mucking around. Okay. Cool. FC20 have gone after him as well. Maybe that's what's holding it up. Yep, there's going to be a lot of that happening now. With the Cup footy going on as well as Champions League. Now, the high press against us, mid-block. Well, I think then we play through the press, but if I say that, usually it's a complete opposite. So we'll see. Leicester Villa. Tell you what, if Villa lose that, they're not quite looking so impressive this season. But they do win, so that's going to help them out on the table. But we're in a good spot early. That's the main thing. If we can do what we did to Chelsea, to absolutely mud them in the championship race last season, that'd be good. A 5-0 win back then at Stamford Bridge. I'm going to do Champions League Regio here too, but we should be pretty good with that. We've got a lot of under 21 players. Although we might find out that doesn't matter shortly, but we're very safe in the Prem. So I imagine we're going to be quite safe in the Champions League as well. FFP, we have got to be compliant. We are. Yes, we are going to do a fair bit of rotation, but let's get through this day first. You'll find out, Emily. I've already had a question about the transfer window or deadline day. You snooze, you lose. If you ain't first, you last. There's your life lesson. There's your life lesson. Right, we're not gonna probably play too many lads in the under 21 game, given what's coming up at the moment. Might chuck you in the registration just to be safe, but we look pretty good here. All right, rejecting sheep station. Any of these loans can just go do one. We're not actively looking for loans at all here. And England things, is it? Yep, okay. Just need the striker deal to come through, then we're sorted. So it's not a bad one. Can't afford it, but wouldn't be the worst player that we could have signed. But yeah, if Caserta left, that would be a play. Isabel, I'm not too sure. For the beta, I might. I haven't actually thought about the beta yet. I know what my main save is probably going to be. I'm just not sure about the beta. Tempting to do Wellington because we kind of ditched them in this save after 63 days without managing them, so that might be one. A local club here in New Zealand, but just what's an interesting one going into the year? Club. Yeah, I haven't thought about it too much, to be honest with you. Not yet, anyway. Maybe Newcastle, actually? I don't know. We'll see. Right, scout a few of these lads we don't know about. We know about the Boar at Lille. Fernandez I should know about. Yes, we signed him. Main save, I am wanting to do the San Marino challenge. That is my idea. So they've got the club team in Italy and also the international side of things with San Marino. Bit of a good old build a nation, which has done well for me back in the YouTube days. So we'll try one out here. I think it's going to be the play. As long as everything works how it should. Right, Abukin. Now you, where are you on our little list of strikers? You're like 4th choice. You probably could use the development time at your age. So we might just, although with that playing time, not important player, suggest. Agree. Okay, now you'll be all right. You're going to get some Premier League playing minutes somehow. Plunkett. How far down the list is Plunkett here? Like 4th choice. Yeah, we can probably loan you out too, actually. After I've said I won't be doing many loans. Plunkett. If we can get the playing time up at Adrianians, let's do that. We'll try and make you important. Great. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. And I think I've seen too, the main thing we're waiting for is going to happen here. And it will. Lovely. So, the extra striker. Oh, wait. Never mind, it's just a coach. I thought we were signing a player there. We're still waiting for the player. Oh, that's big for the England side of things, but he is going to be a regular starter. Okay. We know about Bossio. All right, let's keep it on the time with that stuff so I don't keep chasing back further than I need to. Valverde. We know about Flores. We know about. And yeah, we've got this a while. We're 11:15. Just so I keep on top of the agent stuff and don't need to worry about going back too far while we keep an eye on good players. Yeah, now this time, I won't play the noise again, but this time our guy's coming in. Once we get to the end of all this. Sheffield, that's not bad either. Well, I don't like the future fee, so no. There we go, right. There's the one we were waiting for. Okay. Third choice striker comes in. Jimmy Postema, the Dutch striker from Groningen. to replace Len Martin somewhat. Still got 6 million to spend. Okay. Oh, that potential. I've been done by the potential there. Absolutely. Okay, that's scouts. You've got to treat me better than that. He's not a bad player, but jeepers. I thought he had 5 potential. Yikes. You're welcome, man. Yeah, that's. I mean, he's worth more than we've paid still, but. Now let me just check what we could potentially use here. Still, maybe an extra centre back. Got a Clark too. Extra midfielder, maybe. Yeah, it's probably more so a left winger and a centre back at the moment could be quite useful. So maybe I'll just go looking if we've got cheap options there. Good potential left winger on the cheap. No. Okay. We've got 6 million, so we might as well add the transfer value in here. Go 7.5 just in case we can sneak something in installments. Not really. He's got a bit of potential, doesn't he? Let me just see if I can pick out someone also who's got at least 10s. One, Robert Aronson. Or are you being loaned though? Fairly injury prone is an extra option. It might not be the worst. Right, this is a bit of a weird move, this, but we might consider it. He's not bad at anything. Ah, right, never mind. Why doesn't it just cut that out? So we won't do anything there then. What about centre back? And I dare say not for that price. No, okay, we're kind of cooked here, aren't we? 10 million? Anyone? Couple. Okay, well, Ben Hoyson would be interesting, but not for that potential. Carlo Bossio. More of a DM, isn't he? Man U want him. Do I want a lad I signed back at Napoli to go to Man U? Probably not. He isn't the tallest guy, though. I might just leave. We might just kick ahead here. And just go down here a little bit. We know about Naldi. That's a complete waste of time. Scout that lad. Know about you, apparently. Yeah, okay. And a couple of loans going through. Abukin to Blackburn. Oh, what? I've been done there. 0 after 15 matches. Oh, bother. Okay, well. Bye, Christian. Nice knowing you. Why don't I check that? And Plunkett. You're nothing on that one. That's should have saved and reloaded. Oh well. Oh, yeah. That's poor Sean. Okay. Now we know about Nunez. He's too expensive. Yeah, that's a bad one for me there, isn't it? Oh, Scout Goo. No need to ask who his favourite band is. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. Anyone else below Goo and all his dolls? Ramon. Well, we don't know about you, but you are 88 million worth, so that probably says enough. And we check below that, so 230. Not looking to get rid of Sheep Station. We're fine, we're fine. All right, let's just tidy this up a little bit. Know about Mike. Marco, surely I know about Marco, yep. Know about Jody, surely, yep. Okay, we're getting a lot of obvious ones in here now. Caserta, I mean, if the right bid comes in, I would like to let him go. Then we could actually sign some players in positions that we need. That'd be quite handy. Know about him. Know about him. Omar? No, I don't think we know about him yet. Scan him. We'll scout him, not scan. Godita. Okay, couple of more unknowns. We know about Belay. He was on loan here. Oh, well, he wants to leave. Um, 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 um. It's a profit. I just don't know who you'd get in to replace him. With our situation, we've got 6 mil. So we'd get about 11 mil to spend if we were going to do this. So yeah, natural and 12.5ish. Any that we are, yeah. Don't know if it's the greatest idea, a move like this. I remember Nuhu looking quite decent though. Am I mental for thinking that's not a bad swap? Comparison. Yeah, I'm quite mental for thinking that's a good swap, aren't I? Apart from eccentricity and aerial, it's not as bad as it looks, but it's still not great. This guy has got potential, but they're not in the same ballpark, are they? We need to go for current ability here. Would be stretching to get like an Abdullah. Maybe a Kenny Evans if we're lucky. Yeah, we go for like a young wonder kid, but it's probably a bad idea, this. But if he wants to leave, what do we do? Persuade to stay. influence in the dressing room. Oh, yeah. Right, we talked him out of it. Lovely. Reject all those because we're not letting those ones go. Yeah, we definitely don't know about you, do we? Buswell Allison. Name and a half. Right. 5:15 in the game. Let's keep on top of this first before we go back to the inbox. We know about you. Also know about you. Lund. Yes. And yep, we did those ones earlier. Okay. Question. Yep, just put your head down, Santos. Right. Oh, stop going in for loans. We're not going to loan them. I've already just been burnt by a silly loan. Admittedly, my own fault for not reading the terms of it. That was the cheat to put a $0 after 15 games played. It worked. It's like, but still. Oh, what? Wolfsburg. Was there a future fee in this? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we better discuss this with him. Not enough money. Yeah. There we go. Yep. That'll hopefully keep you at bay. It's more than when we were in the championship with him. I think he was 12 million back then, so we'll definitely take 18.5. Right, we've seen. Right, so we don't need to check that. Won't talk smack about signings from other teams this time around. More loan offers for players that aren't loan listed. So we'll reject that. Decline. All right, is any? No, okay, there's a few more here now. Yep, right. Go forth. That should probably do the window, shouldn't it? Probably should have offered out Caserta a bit more on the day, in hindsight. But deadline's passed, so that is what's gone down. We've spent 12 million, sold 54. So pretty low. I was going to say by our standards, but of course we are in quite a bit of debt. So yeah, we were in quite a bit of debt. Yeah. Sweet. Surely it's Tuesday shortly, and we're getting into this Ipswich game, and we can start to burn forward a bit more. Now Champions League Reggio. So let's have a look at this. Positions. Definitely you two. Felipe, pretty much everyone that we can here. Say doesn't need to be. That's great. Deep Station doesn't need to be. Lovely, lovely. Need a disconcerter. Well, it's handy that we didn't sell them, I suppose. Chicane Mason, we've got a spare couple. Right, let's go down and probably chuck a cheeky Nelson in there. Is there anyone else to ram, just in case? Oh yeah, Jimmy's probably not a bad idea either. I think we've literally got most people in our squad now. Just not Reskin, but we can get away. Okay, that's perfect. Got most of the club registered. Perfectly judged. So that will be the Champions League team. And Yeah, confirm that. Right. So we're going to go quite rotate here for this next game, but who goes through? How long since who goes through? Here it is. Get a prediction going shortly. There's England stuff. I suppose we're going to get held up by that at some stage today too. So who goes through for this next one that we're about to play? Yeah, that's probably gonna get a grumpy Santos shortly because teams didn't bid for him. But Ipswich, as we try and start our Carabao Cup defence well with a rotation, because I want to save the good players up for Chelsea and Champions League if we use them there. Got some big Prem games coming up, so we need to be smart here. For the Champions League also this season. So let's go into this. Martin suspended, so it's an easy switch. Not on Adira, although he's going to go in anyway, so we might as well just do that now. Let's chuck Reyes in on the bench. We will. Leo wants him. Ooh, we'll go full rotate. Why not? Sure, it's going to backfire, but why not? We're going to have to do it at some stage. So, Funes is a lefty, so we'll do that then. Yes. Santos, out you come for Layers. Mitchell, we'll give Blades a start with Yonezawa. And yeah, Mason stays in there because Chicane can start in the big games. Felipe is going better than Medina, so we'll chuck him on the bench. And you will leave because Kasuda is 21, so we could actually chuck him down the under 21s. Might not be the worst idea. Right, into it we go. Onadira captain, sure, he's one of the better players in the team. That makes sense. Right. Yeah, Ipswich at home. Hopefully we're going to be right here. Make the most of home advantage. The backups, please don't take this to pens like you did against Grimsby last season. No. Squad rotation. I don't know. Don't know what's going on there. Oh, we've got the double name. Tom Sheepstation, at right back. But hopefully some of these guys put their case forward for some more minutes and actually give me maybe something to think about for a gink in the Champions League or something. But we host Ipswich to kick off the Carabao Cup defence. Right, come on, the young'uns. For the most part, anyway, the young'uns. Sheep station, off he goes. He almost looks like a sheep with that haircut now too. He's grown there for about. Oh, this would not be great. This wouldn't be a good start. Headed away nicely. Okay, now get out and defend it, lads. What happened to my guys on the edge of the box? What on earth? Oh, how have we? Not. Okay, right, let me just check set pieces here. Defending. Why is there only one? Yeah, we'll do that, eh? That seems better. Jeepers. Okay, 1-0 down to Ipswich, 3 minutes in. Not great. Well headed away from our striker of all people. But then we just leave this guy so wide open. Not sure if it's Yonezawa, Blades isn't help. Why is it our two wingers? And our left winger who's trying to mark him. Anyway. Poor start. Poor start. Oh no. Oh, I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Oof. Okay. Do I need to sub my... No. I was going to say, do I need to sub my keeper or something early, but... We'll see. Wasn't really his fault, that first goal. Let's be real. Demand more, lads. I hopefully won't be in sack trouble here. But if we lose this... But, yeah. Wouldn't be great. Blades. Oh, okay. Own goal will take that. Well, I'll turn the low on too. That's a lucky goal. That's a lucky goal, but we'll take that after the one that we copped. Yeah. Joseph Blades just... I think he's trying to just play that into the mixer. So, yes, be fair, he's kind of had a hand in both goals now, so that's something. Maybe just need that kick up the bum early, because now we're getting some highlights. Funes across to Say. Reyes over the top. Did Blade stay on there? Did he? Looks like it. 2-1. And he's got a... Technically, he's probably arguing for a hat-trick here. He scored one for Ipswich. Unofficially. Oh, how's that been? That looked off. But anyway, it's been given. But yeah, hit the bit that led to our own goal. That in our favour. And he's actually scored that time. So he's got his fingerprints all over this one, Blades, at the moment. But that is good. We've fought back from a pretty poor start. Because, yeah, in this comp this year, we're probably going to have to rely on these backups a bit more than we did last year. With Europe as well this time around. And that's nice there from Casserole. Blades loses it. Thankfully, Reyes is there to tidy up. Nice little pass there for the Casserole. Let him cook. Let him cook. No. Okay, Blade shot blocked. And we're running away from the ball, despite that being a nice pass from Reyes. Is this still something, or was it just a block shot? Just a block shot. Okay. Starting to work our way into it, though. Guess we'll praise. We'll hold off. We'll hold off. The sheep station found Blades. Went for the no-look pass, mate. That's why you're not really in the hunt for England these days. You somehow got a couple of caps from the previous manager, and having checked the depth myself, I'm not quite sure how. That was a bit fortunate. Might be a chance for us here on the counter, though. Yonezawa. What can the sometimes Japanese international do? Blades just takes it away from goal. And there, okay, we're going to score 3-1. Okay, maybe you are all right, Blades. Maybe I've sacked you off a bit there, haven't I? You have been involved in every goal today, to be fair. Is he going to get the assist for that? Decent deflection on the pass, but... Oh, yes, he will. Okay, 3-1, though. That's at least a bit comfy. We've fought back well-ish from the early goal. Anyone out there struggling or anything? Not really. Let's just leave them out there and save our first teamers for the Chelsea game. Top of the table, Prem Clash. And away we go. Stop getting your watch jammed up, Sean. Well, that's not a great start, but we don't see the rest of that highlight, so that's okay. But yeah, Sheep Station is a sneaky English bolter if we cop injuries in right back or left back. He can play anywhere across the back, so he's not the worst option, just as a squad player. We get to the World Cup at the end of next season. if we get there, if we don't stink out the joint before then. Oh, say, that is why you're in the B team. That is why I've been very much avoiding starting you since you got back from AFCON last year. What was that? Like, how much time do you... Why touch it that way? Why go towards the danger? Jeepers. He's got potential. He's young. He's given them a path back in the game. That's annoying, but he's young. He's just not as smart as the other ones you've got. Okay. Free kick, Ipswich on the edge of their box. Oh, how are we defending so high? Say you are. Oh, you've nearly assisted them there. You've recovered well. But we're making hard work of this now. Mason's having a stinker. We might get chicane on here. Ever since we sold Martin, Mason's let me down deluxe. We'll get the captain on and see if that just settles things down. Say, nice pass out to the sheep. Beautiful as we get going forward. Chicane. Chicane. Sees the Fabi run. Loses the ball. No, he doesn't. But lucky. Reyes. Going all right in the DLP. Oh, here's the run. Yonezawa, please. There we go. Right, 4-2. Got our cushion goal back. The captain comes on, gets an assist. That's what we like to see. Fabi Reyes picks out chicane, just the hold-up play. Excels at that hold-up play. Should really excel at everything with the whole 20 composure and 18 finishing, but the hold-up play seems to be the best part of his game. And gets us our 2-goal cushion back. So we'll only sub if we really need to here, I think. Which we will at left wing now. Just make sure no injuries for the backup team. Let's do one more sub while we're here because Reyes is now cooked. Anyone else tired, late? Sheep station, let's get you off them. Last stoppage, let's take off Say just because I'm annoyed about the goal we conceded. Make sure the defence holds strong late. How much extra time? We've got 5 minutes. Should be sweet here. Should be sweet. And top of the table v Chelsea next. Although we've got a late highlight. Can we make it 5-2? Trujillo. Oh, nice from him. Pulls it back. Casserole. Lieber here. Blades. Chicane. Block shot. Okay. Sure, FM. Okay, do we really need to see that? Given that's where dynamic mode should work if it was turned on, admittedly, but still. If it wasn't so long. Tottenham got knocked out by Birmingham, so that's something. But we are through. Wouldn't say it was great, but we're through. Which I suppose with the backup team who were pretty shaky last season, we'll take. But yeah, a bit of an upset there with Spurs going out. Ash, Corey, Butler. Tremere past Sheffield's a little bit rough as well. But otherwise, I don't think there's too much there that's overly surprising. Yeah, I think, yeah. So a win. Get a bit of money. And the casserole gets the man of the match. Lovely stuff. And we are back to the first team. Why is it do save everything but sometimes? I want to go that's, and that. There we go. That's the team I want for Chelsea. And this top of the table clash early in the season at Stamford Bridge. Last time we played them, the 5-0 win that really sent them on the 1 win in 10 game patch to end their season allowed us to go from, I think at the time it was like 8 points behind, but with a game in hand maybe, to beating them to the title by 8 points. They right bottled it. So they want revenge here. They will want big time revenge here. Chelsea, they are going, once it loads, to do a high press. Are we still bypassing? No, but we probably should against Chelsea at the bridge. And yes, England stuff. Which we'll probably get into in the next stream. I thought it might happen today, but Cups and Champions League have popped up, so we won't get that far today. Maybe select our squad, but that's about it. For the all-important Nations League, said no one ever. But good chance to see if I've got a tactic that actually works or not. In our first couple of games in charge on that side of things. Hopefully as well, we're going to get through these in-betweens a bit easier. Liverpool out, Arsenal out. Some upsets. Reading getting past Brighton's a bit of an upset too, actually. Now they're back in the Prem. Rotherham knocking out MK Dons. Not an upset, but things you'll have to see. All right, under 21s. All these guys are going to be pretty naked-ish. We'll give say 45 just because get some confidence up, hopefully. Get through those messages quickly. Oh, we've got Rotherham. That's a brilliant draw, isn't it? And we're at home. That's about as good as we could have hoped for, I think. League One. Yep, we'll cop that. And where is that popping up? Can't tell. Cheers, FM. Not for a while. Okay. Not till October. But at home, that is a quite kind draw. Santos drops his concerns. Lovely. That should deal with any of the last dynamic issues. Champions League TV money. Love it. Ooh, Batiste losing. That's rough. But that is good. Yep, we're good for this week. Don't know why we had to check that. Oh, I'm just going to take it off now. It's keying way too much. Right. Okay, there we go. Big old game, this one. Can we do a job on them again? Is that really the way around it should be? Yes, it is. Okay. Why is this transfer being blocked? Oh, did we get all our scouts? Okay. Cancel then, I guess. Why do I think we have room for a scout? I saw the one vacant, didn't I? I thought it was forgot the loan manager. Which I feel like is quite reasonable because the loan managers don't do jack, do they? Let's be real. Absolute. I mean, to be fair, I say that I absolutely butchered a loan before. Maybe I should have. Oh, Sheep Station injured. That's a slight issue, but we've got someone we can call up, so it's okay. Rosie, where are you, Rosie? There you are. You're a little bit tired. We'll sort that out. Up you come. Senior squad will get you trained as a right back for the moment. How about that? There we go. Right. And also a day's rest. Okay. We've got the depth right there. The benefit of some dual-sided wingbacks. Right, tactically, what are we doing? What I planned. Good. I do know what I'm talking about sometimes. So let's keep the morale high. Santos still training like he's half asleep, but that's okay. Hopefully that improves now. He wants to stay, apparently. So big old top of the table clash. Let's get prediction going for this one. Away. Yep, that's where we want to be. And it is live for those on Twitch. Want to try and earn some ferns. Doing the PSG seconds. Good start there for the under 21s. Yep, let's switch back. Any other big games this weekend? Not overly. You'd expect most of the teams who should win to win. Even if they are the likes of Arsenal quite a bit further down the table than you expect. Right, that's a little bit poor, that result. But anyway, for the youth team. But here we go, do a save and we'll get into this one. Chelsea away. Battered them last time we played them. Louis Enrique, perennial bottler in the save. When it comes to trophy time, it's a bit early for that now. So he might actually pull one out here against us, but we'll see. It's one of these runs in the Prem, if we can get through it in good nick, we'll be doing quite well. So let's see how we go. With the A team, just Lieber here still at right back. And for this one, Rose Langford on the bench. He's fine. Let's not rest him, Sean. Thought that was going to be smart and realise that we don't want him resting day of a game. It is indeed the same Chelsea team for the most part that we took on in the Community Shield. They have dropped Owen and Mora, and Tommy Owen is good. He's starting for me with England, so the fact he doesn't start for them is a touch concerning. They're either resting after the cup or doing something odd here, Chelsea. Holy Hergy, that's a name. Yep, he'll be fine. It's been over a year now. I mean, it's the A team. You just don't need to worry about my rotation. I'll worry about Chelsea's more. But here we go. Dressed in black for their funeral. Touch wood. In a top of the table clash. Get 3 points here early in the season. Getting ourselves into a really good spot with some of the teams we've already played, only a couple of games in. Tell you what, that's a filthy haircut too by Louis Enrique. I'm going to go out and say that it's not him. Not really anything like him, the look from their manager. Bold call. Mitchell was injured there early, so that's a slight worry, but should be able to play for it according to the dugout / arse man, so we'll trust that against his former club. Early yellow for Lieber here, so Rosie might get some minutes late in this. Even from half time, actually. But 15 in, there's not a lot going on. Mitchell's there. Okay, we're going to take Mitchell off. Because that's not encouraging. We'll try and leave Lieber here out there, but he's actually stinking out the joint as well. But give him the 45 to try and turn things better with that rating. It's going to come off either way with that yellow card. And it is us on the ball with an awful pass, but they've played it back to us. Then what is going on there? Just, you have the ball. No, you have it. No one wanted it. And it's still continuing. Mbai gets it back off Georgiev. And our centre-backs did not realise that it's give the opposition the ball time. What an awful highlight. Everything was bad there. The shot was bad. Only good thing was the long ball forward from Chelsea. As it is now Chelsea on the ball. Jacquet. Good from Trujillo, and Chicane's picked it up and then gone down. For goodness sake, lads, keep the ball. If we get the ball, keep it. Why are our centre-backs getting pulled out so much? What's Santos doing? Because he should be covering. And our centre-backs get pulled out far too easily, it feels like, at the moment. Bruce Pfeiffer chicane as well. Jeepers, we are copping some injuries here. Though nothing too serious because it's not popped up and he's still out there. And we've given the ball away because we're loving that today. Lieber here, though, gets it back from the long clearance. What are we doing, lads? Someone cover the multiple players inside. Yep, that's been coming. Awful so far. Should probably be 5-0 to Chelsea, honestly. I haven't seen that many of the highlights, but we are just asleep. And you know what? No, actually I won't use a sub. That'll be a total waste of a stoppage. But Lieber here, I should have subbed him off because that was on him. Simon's just hit the ground. It's a good finish. He wouldn't have stopped it anyway. But what an awful start this has been. If we can get into the sheds only 1-0 down, that's probably a win. But Lipe ain't playing well. Pivers are being a stinker. One more minute. That's awful from Santos. Just atrocious here from the defending champions. Okay. Let's ring the changes. Holy Rosie, on you come. Piver, don't know what you're playing at. And Chicane, you're not going well. We might as well get Mason out there. Yeah, we'll leave it, but goodness me. Terrible so far. Sort it out, lads. We've got 2 stoppages and 1 sub left, so that should tell you what I've thought of you so far. Okay, a little bit better so far. Right, I've got the ball. Please keep the ball from this highlight. Okay, yeah, we've done that just. Oh, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies from this game. We're just looking so poor on the ball. Oof, that was close as well. Okay, now he might actually go forward, though. Is he on? Mason. Mason. The flag didn't go up. It looked a bit too good to be true. But it's a goal. Okay. 1-1. Given how trash we've been, I'll take it. It's the first time we've kept the ball from a highlight. And we score. And it's a beautifully timed run from Cole Mason. So the sub of our captain's work there. The former Inter Miami man gets us level at the bridge, which would be a pretty okay result the way we've been playing. Maybe momentum goes on our side here. Onodera with the corner. Whips it in, headed away quite safely from Jacquet. They brought Owen on. Oh, that's a long ranger. Forces the corner. Good save from Bumba. So they might have just put some tired guys from the cup with those sort of subs. Although now, Chelsea free kick and Owen's going to take it. They float it. We hit it away. Blades is going to get us going on the counter here. The former Chelsea man. He's got 1 assist. Up to Onodera. Onodera. Oh, he's got himself. Joseph Blades is doing his former club 2 assists now. And we are somehow winning. Despite how awful we've been, Chelsea ended up in a 2-on-2 here. And Blades times that pass beautifully. Onodera just does really well there. Finds a little bit of space. They almost cut it down, but that is a finish from the Japanese international. 2-1. We have come back from a goal down. And the subs have done the trick that we wanted them to, it appears. Keep an eye on what our last one should be. All right, 80 minutes. Let's start to do a bit of this sort of stuff. And no one knackered yet, so we'll keep that last sub up our sleeves. It's about to praise, but we've got to throw in Georgiev in the shade here at the bridge. They will be filthy, but they're not getting anything out of this at the moment. Oh, this is nice. Onodera. Oh, yes, boy. Naoya Onodera comes off the bench and just delivers today. 3-1. That should wrap it up. Blades will get not an assist because he played the ball out to, I think it was Martins, but he has been heavily involved in this since coming on early for Mitchell. They're going to cop a former Chelsea player on that side no matter what. And it's hurting them. It is hurting them. We'll take Trujillo off. He's the knackered one. Get another Japanese lad out there because they seem to love this game. And thank you for the follow as well, Opjo Racing. Late free kick here for Chelsea, but they are 2 goals down. And given how this game was going for about an hour, they will be wondering how on earth they're behind. And it might get worse. Cole Mason looking for a double. That's a poor shot. It's better than what Chicane was delivering though. But big result this early in the season. We love a trip to Stamford Bridge, touch wood. Don't concede 2 in the last 2 minutes, lads. Jacquet up to Lamuku, Bateman, Quenda. They've brought some of the big guns on late, which was certainly a choice. That's offside. That looked offside, surely. They're celebrating. I don't think they should be. And we hold. well off. See the replay. I think he's gone a mile early. It's going to be Rose Langford, who was playing him on, but thankfully realizes it. And yeah, that was pretty safe. Good result. Oh, man, you've dropped points. Arsenal, although they're really struggling. We've got a 3-point gap already. Woohoo. Great comeback, because we were not at that for a fair while that game. One of the worst halves I've seen us play that first half. But we only conceded once, and that probably proved the difference. Because when we got it sorted out, we were sweet. Also, KGB, hello. Sorry, I missed you before somehow. Welcome and hope you're doing well. Right, we've got the Champions League colours out now. I don't know. That could be a blow, actually, Mitchell, how bad that injury is. 4 to 5 weeks. It was only orange. Oh. Okay, lucky we didn't sell Caserta. So that is a blow, but we've got the right depth. Just got to call it back up from the right squad. I didn't notice he got injured. Okay, well, Millis then comes up. There it is. Okay, not quite as nice as I thought it was that. Move to seniors, but we'll go Blades. If we stick with the same team, which we'll try to for Champions League. Away at Ghent, which one? Genk, there we go. But nice win for us, that one. Very nice win. Chelsea despise us at this point. And yeah, 3 points clear already, and we've had Villa and Chelsea away. Get through West Ham away. That's a very good start to the season. Arsenal did actually win. That was a live result earlier. But Man U dropping points to Birmingham. Interesting. Liverpool are looking quite decent. Thought Man U were looking decent, to be fair, but they've just started to drop points. Simon's trying to kiss my you know what? Right, I'll try and get up to the West Ham game and maybe play it, but I'm not sure. We'll see how long the Skink one takes. It does mean that next stream is going to be a proper mix-up of City and England, because we'll be getting to the Nations League in that window off the back of the Blackburn game. I thought we might get there today, but a bunch of the Cup games popped up, including these Champions League ones as well, which is all right because we like Champions League. When do we actually have to pick that team? Right, Champions League odds. We are 51s. Interesting for the Premier League champions. No English teams anywhere near the favourites. Betis are third favourites. Napoli fifth. So those are our two past clubs. Of course, we did win the Champions League with Betis. Made back-to-back finals, so that's less surprising, but interesting nonetheless. Right, we'll get the sheep up there, I think, if he's fit. Yep, he's around rehab. Okay. check what these guys do. Mid-blocks, so hopefully I can play through the press against them. I've been doing it most of the season, up until the Chelsea game, where I thought that might have been what was doing it, but just the players being poop in the first half. Made the subs, got the result. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying there. Namaku over on YouTube. Is that offensive? A bit of check action. Might do some modding. Everton, Sunderland draw. Okay, I think I know what you're asking actually there. I think you want me to look up that player, so hold on. Oh, not another injury. Do it shortly. Give me a second. Oh, awesome. They've reduced stuff. Love that. Why have they done that now? That's intriguing. 1 to 3 days, that's not too bad, but it might make us very light on the wings for this next game. Right, I think Ken Icon might be fine too. Cheers for the recommendations. We are just out of a transfer window, but I'll have a look at those ones. Yeah, this might be the case where we a bit deep in the save, but he's not around. And Kenneth Icon? Okay, he is. He's at Inter. Yeah, he's good. He's the business. So we have scouted him. Just don't know how much he's worth, but yep, he goes well. Can't find the other one though, which is weird. Is it Adnan? Iffy. Isha maybe. Is that what I've got it wrong? No? Okay, never mind. Okay, draw between Brighton and West Ham. Yeah, they love a set piece, West Ham. If we get to that one, that could be a tricky one at the London Stadium. They have that 2-meter tall giant. The English Welsh guy who actually I need to frickin' check out actually for the England squad. Because he could be a weapon from set pieces for me. Okay, I started to talk about the England squad, so we must have to pick it soon. I'm not sure when, but soon. As the Champo gets underway. Champions League this time, not the Championship. Arsenal beating Real Madrid. Jeepers, okay, that's interesting given how they've started the season. Chelsea pump Luxembourg, Inter pump Real Betis. What's happening there? Lille pump Atalanta, Liverpool pump Bayern. Napoli late equaliser against Barcelona. Some interesting results there. Right, they do force high turnovers apparently, so we'll go back to what we did against Chelsea. And hopefully she's sharp for the first hour or so of the game this time. The free one really makes us look a lot better than we were in that game against Chelsea. Oh, hiccup, sorry, people. Against Chelsea there. That should have been a way closer scoreline with how poor we were. But yeah, I dare say we'll probably just get this game in today, and we'll start off with West Ham on Wednesday night my time, 6:30 p.m. we kick off the midweek streams, and I think that's still 8:30 a.m. if you're in the UK. So that is when I'll be live next. If I check out the calendar here, the 21st, so we've got a wee while till we have to announce that squad that's going to come up after the Marseille game, before Blackburn, and then there's a decent old gap we've got before. So we've got quite a few Nations League games in that window to figure out the tactic we're going to use with the English squad. But yeah, we'll do this one, and that will probably wrap us up for today. So, Man City Genk, on paper, should be one we do quite well in, but we'll see. Now, fitness-wise, everyone's in a pretty good space. I need to try and get him on a new contract, because that is way... Yeah, I forgot about this. I really forgot about the release clause. I might do that straight after stream. Now, Yonezawa is injured. Do we risk... He's hopefully won't get injured if we have to use him. Chicane can go left wing, to be fair, so do I call up the other striker as an option? We might for this one. Postema, potential Champions League debut. That's the team we'll go with. And he gets a number. He's a striker. Oh, go on. Please be good in the future. And here we go. Back in the Champions League for the first time in 3 seasons as the manager. But we have won it before. We know what it takes. And here we go. They're rocking the 4-3-3 as well. They've got Bro up top. Love that. Sure, bro. Please don't score too many against me, bro. Must be a Hulk Hogan fan. Well, actually, no, I can't say that these days, can we? Right. That sweet, sweet anthem. That sweet, sweet ball. And I think 5 or 6 seasons since they were last here, Man City returned to the Champions League and Europe in general. Hopefully we do so with a good performance here, because this, despite being on the road, is a game you'd expect us to do well in. Getting off shots, not a massive XG from them, but it's an encouraging start. So we'll hit that button. But nothing too major happening yet. And it is Genk on the ball, actually, first highlight. Although I thought we were going to cover that, but no, jam it. Their right winger, back to Turlani with the wonderful mohawk. Tries to get fancy. It didn't quite work out for him, but they do keep possession. Oh, we might have lost Jamet. Good save from Simon. He was offside though. offside, so first highlight's not really got much going on to it. Okay, we have lost possession, but we should get it back. We do, thanks to Santos. Right. Plays it forward to Martins, goes out to Leber here. He starts to go forward, does the Swissman. Cuts inside. Oop, he's going to take it on himself. Here he might. He will. Side netting. Decent hit, apart from the direction. Kind of the most important part, really. So still 0-0. Just struggling to break through here. We'll demand more. Piver is again laying out a stinker. Leber here's got a yellow, so we're going to make maybe a couple of similar subs to that previous game. So we'll get Sheep Station this time on. And your Piver is just not cooking at the moment, so on a deer it. And dig in, lads. And attackers, up your game. Right. Wouldn't be a disastrous start to the Champions League, but it wouldn't be ideal if we don't get 3 points here. As we have a throw in. Blades, oh Blades. Someone pull it back. Someone, how have they? Never mind. Trujillo scored. Okay, that would have been the... It's a bit unlucky for them, but also if we didn't score there, I would have been wondering what was going on. But is Francisco Javier Trujillo, I believe is the full name. Usually pops up, but for some reason the Champions League, it's just the very last one. Deflected shot from Onadira, saved by the goalkeeper, but straight out to Trujillo. Onadira impact again. And we go 1-0 up, and he's taken a real claim to start the next game the way Piver's going. Because he has been garbage since coming back from injury, has to be said. Especially those last 2 games. And on the attack again, Sheep Station. Santos. All the way back to our centre-backs. Felipe goes on a slight adventure before pinging it out to Georgiev. The Bulgarian cuts in. Back to Santos. Onadira. Probably the right player to play it to. That's a soft pen, but he did get a yank in there. So it should be a chance for Chicane here to hit some form from the spot, which is slightly terrifying because he is one of the worst penalty takers I can remember in the save. But let's see if he can do the job here. He's got 20 composure. That's got to mean something at some stage. Chicane from the spot. That time he does it. I'm just getting last names in the Champions League. That's weird. But 2-0. This is more like it. This is more like it. Another bit of a refresh of players, and somewhat concerningly, 2 of the players that we did in that previous game. Yeah, Lieber here and Piver. They might be sweating. Because there's 2 games of football. We would have been better with them not on the field. But now we start to get going here in the Champions League. Keep an eye on fitness with West Ham coming up in a tricky Prem game. Right, 10 minutes to go. We might do a few subs here just to keep guys fresh. We'll go Fabi for Georgiev. We'll chuck in Funes for Santos. And what do we go for here? Let's chuck a bit of... If we cop an injury, I think we'll get the Japanese left winger back in time, so we'll get Blades off for Millis, give the youngster some game time while we're in the mood. And in a pretty good spot, you'd hope. We have to work hard for this one, but we're going to get the job done. As long as we don't throw it away late here. 2-0 win on the road. Maybe free if something comes from this, but it's probably a waste of time highlight. Yep, especially if Sheep Station goes down there. Could even be 2-1 here. We've got 30 seconds to try and get back into this of Genk. Force a save. Okay. A late corner. Don't see it though. 2-0. It was alright. It was okay there. Most of our defenders did play well, so fair play to them. Yeah. Decent win. A little bit worried about Piver's form of late, but that'll do it for today, guys, because we're not going to get the West Ham game in by the time I need to wrap this up. So, yeah, thanks for coming in, people. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure to leave a thumbs up on YouTube or drop a follow if you are on Twitch. As I said, we'll be back on Wednesday night my time, Wednesday morning UK time, 6:30 for me, 7:30 for the UK. That's the actual times. I think I stuffed it up again before. But yeah, good start. We've got Marseille up in a little while. Also, money, that's important. So we get 1.8 million. That's going to help out a lot with these finances. The debt's gone back up a little bit, but we're not too bad now. Not nearly like the 200 million net debt it was at one point last season. So, yeah, get a Champions League campaign going, and that should hopefully sort everything out here at City, and we'll see what goes down. But we're going to have another couple of tricky away games next stream. Got through it all nicely today. No transfers. That's going to obviously help us speed through it a bit quicker. But also we do have, after Blackburn, our first couple of England games. Let's find them. Yeah, 4 of them there. 2 against Belgium, 1 each against Denmark and Romania. So it's actually a semi-important window, I suppose. And our first one is the England manager. We'll see how we go with that. But we'll come back. We'll get straight into not that. It'll be West Ham on Wednesday night. Is there many people around today on the streaming front? I do need to dash, so maybe we just ditch it. Yeah, we'll just ditch it today, guys. You guys can go find lovely people to go and check out. And I will see you all once I finish that prediction on Wednesday night. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Get to the right button, Sean. Bye.